Do you ever think about the potential that you hold in the palm of your hand every single day? I mean, if you think about it, your phone can automate every single step of your day. It can wake you up, it can turn on your TV, it can even start your coffee maker if you wanted to. But what if you could take it a step further? What if you could see every single task you need to do at a glance? Keep tabs on your water intake, use AI to tell you what workouts to do and when, and automatically transform your phone based on your location. That and many other things. Well, there's 5 tips that I've implemented on my phone every single day that you can too. Because I promise you, if you do these 5 things every day, you will become a different person. So these tips are fairly easy to set up. No, I'm not going to tell you to get up every single day at 5 a.m. or take cold showers. It doesn't matter if every single tip is for you. But I wanted to share the ways that I embrace my phone to change my own life. And if just one of these points can impact you, then that's what I'm here to do. Let's jump in. The first tip is to start a morning routine. It doesn't matter when you get up, but do something that gets you up and moving. Think about the first few things that you do around the house when you get up, and realize that you can automate a ton of it. This gets more powerful depending, of course, on how many smart home devices that you have around your home, and I'm going to show you mine. But at a sort of basic level, if you just have an iPhone, nothing else, you could get your phone to automatically prompt you with the top 3 main priorities that you want to get done today, so that you can go into your day with more intention and get more done. I know it's tempting to have a long list of small tasks, but research shows that limiting to a short but impactful to-do list means that in the long term, you can get more important tasks done. Another option is to get a summary of the latest news from Apple News if you want to get caught up on what's actually going on, instead of reading through a bunch of noise and ads and articles. But if you have a lot of smart devices like I do, then you can get a lot more creative. See, I don't actually like to pick up my phone and use it in the morning, so my phone automatically takes action around the house. First, all of my lights in my bedroom gradually turn on in the morning. Second, I play a radio station on my HomePods in both my bedroom and my washroom. It plays music, which is great, but it also catches me up on the latest news. Third, and this one is a little more complex, it turns on my living room TV and Apple TV and opens the news app so that when I come downstairs, it's already playing and I didn't have to do anything or touch any remotes. Now, these actions make me get up in the morning, avoid using my phone, but also remove a lot of repetitive tasks that I don't really need to be doing myself. So start a morning routine, make it super realistic based on what you're actually doing, and no matter what time you get up, you will save time and make your life easier. Tip 2, use screen time. Okay, go to settings, screen time, turn it on. It's not on by default. I think it really should be at this point, honestly. It's gonna let you know how long you spend on every app, how often your phone wakes up, the first app you use when you wake it up every time, and that's super powerful. I mean, think about it, because once you know which apps that you're actually using, you can make better choices. That could mean deleting the app, getting rid of it and giving that time back to yourself if it's an app that's wasting time. Or maybe it's giving constant notifications and causing you to pick up your phone when you just don't need to. In that case, you could disable its notifications. Or the opposite could happen. You could say, hey, I use that app constantly and it's actually super useful for me. I'm searching for that app multiple times a day. Maybe I should put it in my dock for easier access. You won't know any of this unless you actually turn on that screen time and start looking at it every once in a while. So this next tip isn't one of the main 5, but it's a bonus efficiency tip that I bet you didn't know about, and that's using multiple fingers on your phone. Okay, so let's say you're using a note. Use 3 fingers, tap once. You bring up a new menu that you can undo, cut, copy, paste, and redo. Super powerful. Most people don't know about it, but let's take it a step further. You might know you can physically shake your phone to undo or redo, but even faster, again, 3 fingers, double tap. You'll undo an action. If you're like me, it'll save you a lot of time and a lot of shaking your phone. Next, with 2 fingers, you can slowly drag and it'll automatically select your text. Next, again with 3 fingers, pinch, and you can copy something to your clipboard so that you can paste later. And one more quick shortcut, if you're in Safari and you tap a link with 2 fingers, not just one, you'll actually open the link in the background so that you can keep browsing the page that you're on. Again, really easy once you know how to use them, multiple finger taps throughout the system. Let me know if you already knew these or if they're new to you in the comments. Now, the next actual tip is about completely changing your phone based on the location, so stay tuned, but first, I want to take a second to thank today's sponsor, MagBak. Not because they're paying to be here, but because I genuinely love their new MagBak Elite case. I've been reviewing accessories for a long time, and I love when a company has a product that works, but then takes this huge risk and provides something completely new. And that's what they did here. A completely new case that's redesigned from the ground up, with an extremely premium feel that I love, but with some handy improvements like the new accent packs that you can completely customize just by swapping out the pieces. It's sort of this modular phone case, which I really like, and it's really innovative. But it's one thing to have a case that looks nice, and then of course, it also needs to be functional. So the MagBak Elite comes with ultra strong MagSafe, a built-in finger loop for better grip, and even a cushion built into the port to rest your finger over for maximum comfort. It's a huge improvement for MagBak, and I really think a lot of people are going to like this case. Let me know in the comments if you do like it, if you've tried it. Also, I'll leave a link in the description along with a discount code so that you can pick one up if you're into that. Thanks to MagBak for sponsoring this video, and now on to tip number 3. Transform your phone based on location. So this is, in my opinion, the single most impactful feature that you can take away from today, but it's also possibly the most difficult to set up, and that is transferring your phone based on location. So my iPhone knows when I get to the office, and it automatically changes as if it's my second work phone. It changes my background to be more corporate, it gets rid of all my personal apps and settings, and it gives me all of the apps that I actually use on my day-to-day at work. Now, I didn't do anything to change it, but it knows my location, and then it shifts. You could use this to change your phone when you get to the gym. You could set it to change with the press of an action button to a more minimal style phone. The options are really endless here. This is using the Apple Focus settings. Start by creating a lock screen that you want to use as your background. Next, go to the app library, drag any apps you want onto a new home screen that we're creating. You can add widgets or anything else that's useful for you here. Next, go to settings, focus, and add new. I named mine work. And now you can choose which lock screen you just created and the home screen you just created, and even an Apple Watch face if you wanted to change with this as well. Set this to activate based on a certain location, and now your phone will automatically turn that on when you get to your destination. The options here are endless, and in fact, if you want to learn more about how this actually works, check out my Use Focus Modes like a Pro video on the channel now, where I walk you through everything from the first step right to the last. Tip number 4, use the home button like a pro. So let's take a break from difficult tips for just a sec. This one is incredibly easy for everyone to do, and that's using your home button like an expert. So you're used to swiping to go home and then to go to your app switcher. But if you swipe along the bottom across, you'll launch into the latest apps that you've used. It'll save you time from opening the app switcher. It's great for quickly bouncing back and forth between a bunch of different apps. Super easy. Next, if you double tap on the home button, it actually brings up your assistant that you can type to instead of talking to, and instead of needing to press the button. These are super simple tips, but I wanted to include them because I use them every single day to save time. Tip number 5 is back to well-being, and that is about your water intake. If you want an easy win to completely change your life, drink more water consistently. This isn't an ad, but people ask me all the time. I use the Hydrate Spark Pro bottle, which is a smart water bottle that glows to remind me to drink throughout the day. I've used it for years. Really easy way to remember to consistently drink water. But it actually goes a step further, and it has this sensor in the bottom that tracks your water intake. So it shows me how much water I've had throughout that day on my Apple Watch or on my phone. So I always drink more water consistently. They're not sponsoring this video. I just think it has fundamentally changed my life. The bottle's a little bit expensive, but I've really found it worth it and definitely got my money's worth at this point. Bonus tip 6, automate your workouts. And I know, okay, I said 5 tips, but I've got another bonus tip. This one is technically paid, and I didn't want to include any of my main tips being a paid subscription, but this tip is automating your workouts. So I have been using this app called Fitbod for a little over a year now. I'm now paying into my 2nd year of my subscription because I liked it that much. So it's actually a workout planner which knows which workout equipment you have, and then it builds workouts for you and then guides you through them. But it starts to realize how much effort you can actually put in and what muscles are overworked. From there, it uses AI to suggest your next workout, so it knows when to remove muscle groups that have been recently used, but then it also knows when you're not being challenged enough and then throws in harder weights. So really simple for me. It removes the guesswork out of working out and just tells me what to do each day. No thought goes into it whatsoever. This is one of my all-time favorite apps. No sponsored link or anything. I just genuinely recommend you at least try it out for yourself. So that's all the tips. Start a morning routine, use screen time, transform your phone using focus modes, use your home button like a pro, and track your water intake. These are steps I took to genuinely transform my life because they either gave me more awareness or they made my life easier and more efficient. Let me know in the comments if even one of these tips has actually helped you today. And if you have another tip that I didn't mention, leave it down in the comments below. Thanks to MagBak for sponsoring this video and making it happen. As always, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.